Hi there, Father Fish here. We have a very exciting aquarium that is coming together, comprised of material, animals, water, everything directly out of the Chesapeake Bay.
Well, hello. Come right on in. You're at Father Fish.
Now, before DNR fanatics go crazy over us, we are working on our permit right now to be able to collect these animals in bulk. Currently, we have them legitimately as a private collection, and they're just a few. We are working to get permits to be able to collect and raise many of these animals. Most of them are not required to be permitted. Many of the things we have collected here are easily found on the shore or in shallow water in the littoral. They're all littoral region creatures. So let me walk you through a little bit. This is Eastern Shore native rock. Now, it's not rock at all, but it is every bit as heavy as rock. This is really heavy stuff. It's an accretion, an ancient accretion. Primarily, it's shell. You can see shell in it. Clay, and of course, capped with sand. It has sand throughout. It's as hard as a rock. You can break it with a hammer, it will crumble, but it's amazing stuff and forms an absolutely wonderful foundation in the aquarium. I've got a bunch of it sitting in here. We found that on the beach. Some of the video you'll be seeing is of an Eastern Shore midden. A midden is a trash dump from ancient civilization. In this case, the Native Americans, who had been here for some 15,000 years, would park their communities, their villages, on a shoreline and stay there for 6 months, maybe a year, maybe 2 years, until they depleted the oyster and the fish population in that area, or otherwise befouled it to the point where it was no longer healthy to stay there, and they would then move on. We found one such midden. It's an area that has a shell bank, probably 400 to 500 yards long, along the bank of marshland. Most of it was on shore, some of it down into the water. We collected from in the water some really wonderful little gobies, small crabs, shrimp, other fairly common things. There are some other animals that are local we will be getting. In fact, we have a few in this tank now. There are some sticklebacks, and we will be getting some whitefish. Those are items we need to get permits for, so we're waiting on that. That'll be available soon. The tank itself, as I suggested, is a composite of material gathered from currently 4 different spots, both in the Chesapeake Bay and in Aquatic Bay. The water is essentially the same. It's brackish. We're pushing it up to 0.19 to get it close enough to saltwater so that we can begin putting some saltwater gobies in. And we, of course, will have to have some clownfish. Yes, we will have Nemos in this tank, and it'll be rather soon. We've already got the salt level up high enough to be able to support them. So it's going to be a wonderful and very exciting tank. It is very much a native tank. We're not being purist about it because there are too many things we like that we really want to be able to have. One of the things that we will be collecting is a cluster of clams, of mussels, with grass as part of the cluster. We're trying to find a way to be able to set that in the tank so that the grass will be able to be emergent. Once we get that worked out, we'll bring that in, and that'll be part of it. But this is very much a work in progress. It's something that's, you can tell it's crystal clear. Some of the folks here are amazing how clear the water is. It's a function of a deep substrate. That native composite rock has a lot to do with it. The plants that we put in, which are primarily macro-algae, they have an enormous amount to do with clearing water. The pumps moving, we have a lot of circulation in here. There are no filters as such. There is substantial circulation and deep substrate. The deep substrate is the filter. That's what's doing all the work. So it's a great example of a native tank, a brackish tank, something that can be picked up to being able to keep coral reef animals in it. Yes, we will be trying some coral in it. We'll have to get the salt up a little bit higher, but we're going to be able to do that. So welcome to our new reef tank. This is a 120-gallon tank, 4x2x2. It's a wonderful tank. We're very excited about it and hope you enjoy it as well. Love you all. Take care. Bye for now.